Hello grade 5. You are now watching the support video which was prepared to help you complete week 2 Wednesdays questions from your DLR textbook. In this video, I would like to talk about two things. And firstly, I would like to talk about the words simile and metaphor. Similes and metaphors can be used to explain things more in detail by comparing two things. Okay, I will say that one more time. Similes and metaphors can be used to explain things more in detail by comparing two things. For example, in the sentence, he is as quick as a cheetah. He is as quick as a cheetah. Okay. The quick as a cheetah part, okay, it's a simile. Okay, or that's an example of a simile because he or he's quickness is explained and described by comparing he to a cheetah. And this is an example of a simile because the word as is used. As is used. When words such as or like, so as or like, are used when comparing two things to explain things more in detail, that is an example of a simile. Okay. For example, he is very big like a like what's big? Let's see. He's very big like, or hold on, I'm gonna change the sentence. He is very tall like Sky Tree or Tokyo Sky Tree, like Tokyo Sky Tree. He is very tall like Tokyo Sky Tree. So here, instead of as, we are using the word like, okay, and we are also explaining, right, or describing how tall he is, by comparing he to Tokyo Sky Tree, right? Okay, and again, we're using the word like. So, I guess very tall like Tokyo Sky Tree. This part is the simile. Okay, so like or as. Okay, when you see those words, okay, when two things are compared to describe or explain like a feature of something or somebody, that is called a simile. On the other hand, metaphors also compares two things, but it does so without using words such as or like. So metaphor is very similar to simile, but we don't use the word as or like. Okay, we don't see that word being used. So for example, in the sentence, he is a human calculator. Okay, we see metaphor being used because he is compared with a calculator, right? And what this is doing is it's kind of explaining or describing him as somebody who is maybe very good at calculating something. Okay. However, if you look carefully at the sentence, again, the word as or like is not used. Okay. He is a human calculator. All right. And this is an example of a metaphor. With metaphors, you are still comparing, or linking two things, or yeah, to describe or explain about something or somebody, but you don't use the word as or like. So for question number 4, you are asked to answer whether the underlined part is an example of a simile or a metaphor. Please write your answer on the line provided. Next, for question number 5, okay, let me clear the screen. For question number 5, I would like to talk about adverbs, because the question asks you to circle the adverb in the sentence. Do you all know what adverbs are? Basically, so I'll write the word here, adverbs. Adverbs are words, let's make this bold. Adverbs are words that describes verbs, which, for example, are words which show action. Okay, verbs. An example of verbs are, words that show action, such as, so example, run, walk, and talk. So the word quietly is an example of an adverb because it can describe how someone or something might walk. Okay, you can say, he walks quietly, okay? Or she walks quietly. And the word quietly is describing, okay, sorry, I better take away that S. So the word quietly is describing how someone is, walking, or how someone is doing something. Okay. Another example of an adverb is happily. Okay. You might say, she is running happily, or he is, happily talking. Okay. And the word happily can also describe or explain how somebody is doing something. Okay. Or something might be doing. Now, one more thing I want to say here is, do you realize something with these two adverbs? When you see these two adverbs, do you realize something? Do you notice something? Okay. They both end in ly, ly, ly. Okay, and also the base word or the root word of the adverb is a adjective. Okay, adjective, which are words that describes things or people. Okay, so when you have an adjective plus ly, right? Like for example, happy and ly, or sad and ly, or loud and ly, or again quiet and ly, you get adverbs. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to talk and say regarding week 2, Wednesday's DLR activity. Good luck and thanks for watching.